Hello, everybody. Welcome back for the final bit. Not quite an hour. We took a little break before the hour, longer, but so approximately an hour. Approximately an hour. Anyway, you guys are heading to the other room. Technically the one that was closest to the barred door, but you skipped over it and went to the other one, and that's where you're heading, right?
Yeah, just wanted to confuse you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. You'll enter into a kind of hallway through this door that will go into a larger open room. You can see in front of you. As you approach the room, you can see that the center of the room is dominated by a large red object. There are 3 stacks of bones that mark the area here. One of skulls, one of them appears to be limbs, and another that appears to be of bodies to the one wall. There are kind of blood-stained tools that seem to be kind of all over the back wall. And to your right, there seems to be a bunch of stone benches.
Okay. So, should we deal with the big red orb in the room?
I mean,
well, it's like a slab almost, like of stone that's like just stained dark red.
Oh, that's very different than what you said.
I'm sorry. I tried to describe it as a big object.
You said orb.
You did say orb.
I said object. Sorry.
My plans have completely changed based on what you've just said now.
Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry. I was trying to say object.
I mean, well, hold on a second, and I'll do my once a day detect magic.
No, you don't detect magic.
No magic at all?
No.
Well, I don't see any magic. By the way, when he's detecting magic, his orb glows and his eyes goes like slits, and they're like yellow with just a slit of blackness. And he's like, I don't see any magic in here.
Alright. Well, this is really not safe.
I would know if that would see the undead things. Detect magic, I mean.
Detect magic would probably not necessarily detect like an undead, like the same way that your divine sense does, because okay.
In that case, I would divine sense. My last divine sense.
You do not sense undead per se, but you sense something in this room. Something is posing your sense to kind of go off, but it's something you've never quite seen before.
Well, that's different.
I mean, I'm just gonna point out, does his divine sense ping with someone else?
It's
actually, if I looked at her, yeah, that's a good point.
You can tell it seems to be radiating from whatever is in the center of this room. There's like some kind of presence that seems to radiate out into the room from that kind of like.
Not gonna lie, if this is different, this is the one time he'd be like, "Hang on, look everywhere," and probably would I get a ping of Signe?
You probably would get a ping on Signe and a ping on
Dorian.
Yeah.
So I would look over to see him and like, yeah.
But the thing is, you don't know what it is. You just ping. It's like,
I just get a ping. Yeah. Hang on.
Well, don't worry about that.
What? Also, the center of rooms seems to be emanating something, but it's different from anything I've ever seen.
Focus more on that.
Because it's not like, it doesn't feel like an identity like, a normal creature would. It seems almost like an essence scattered over that area.
It feels diluted. Like there's more of it spread out.
I don't really know what you mean, to be honest.
Look, if I knew better ways of explaining this, I would. This is just...
No, I understand. We're all doing the best we can with what we got. There's not much to really be done about it. But, well, and Dorian's going to start walking forward.
Okay. Okay. Yep. Following.
Okay. Clicky,
Nah, I'm not going forward. Fuck that. He just said something was in the middle of the room. No,
Signe, you're not doing anything?
Nope.
Okay.
I'm letting Nokren go ahead of me if he is, like, moving forward. But, like, the idea is
Nokren, Dorian, both of you first give me perception.
Oh, hell yeah.
There we go. Thank God.
Take that.
As you start getting closer, Nokren, you start to hear something. Just something, like, sort of low. Echoing screams. And what sounds like a marching of feet heading towards those benches to your side. Both of you give me wisdom saves. Like, people are walking up to those benches, kind of thing.
Does anything physically happen to them, or they just kind of like space out for a second?
Well, I'll tell you what happens. Okay. All right.
Wisdom dump
I'll tell you what
stat.
happens, and it's gonna be bad.
Okay.
Wisdom dump stat.
You might be fighting us.
The two of you.
Wouldn't that be entertaining?
Okay.
You chose my dump stat.
Okay. You will watch as Dorian will lead Nokren to the slab and lay him down on it.
What are you doing? What are you doing? That's not a good idea. I don't think it's a good idea.
If he makes a move to
The two
sacrifice
of,
himself,
the two of you see nothing. Dorian, this is what you see. You see the sight of, like, you're basically part of this uncontrollably. You're, like, leading Nokren there. As you can see, like, in the benches is now filled with a group of orcs, all stomping their feet, basically, to, like, you know, go along with what's going on. As it's, you see, like being, like orcs, including you, each one of you is grabbing one of Nokren's limbs and beginning to pull. As if to tear him limb from limb, quite literally. And another has got his head.
Please no.
Alright. So,
just to reiterate, Signe and I don't see that.
No, you just see, you see him down, and then you see, like, Dorian grab one of his legs.
Okay.
And, like, hold on to it. So, Nokren, give me a wisdom save. I will need a number of these. Okay.
That's better.
So, you can feel the pulling at your body, but you're managing to, like, almost fight back against it, as if, like, you're struggling against them, trying to tear you limb from limb.
Oh, no.
is he visibly struggling?
I mean, you see, like, both of them kind of, like, are, like, weirdly, like, you see Nokren's just, like, kind of almost convulsing, with his arms, like, out and his legs out, and Dorian holding one of them, you know?
I might even look like I'm stabilizing it to some extent.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Okay. Dorian, you also have to make a wisdom save. Mm-hmm.
Whoa, that
Okay.
was so close to being so bad.
That was so close. I like break down.
It was
It went one,
so
something
long.
else, 1, 19.
19.
Dorian, take 3 necrotic damage.
Ooh.
What would you do if you rolled lower?
See, for Dorian, it's small bit or half. For Nokren, it's all or nothing but more. I need another round
That
of
makes
wisdom
sense.
saves for both of you.
Can we do something or no?
You can try to interrupt them, but, like, they're, like, caught in something.
Alright,
Congrats!
Oh, Jesus.
Both make it again. Dorian takes 1 more necrotic. Dorian might take all the damage if you guys keep on making saves like this. Okay. What do you two that aren't affected want to do?
Signe? What's going on? Do we see the damage happening on Dorian?
Uh,
Is there any visual representation?
Yeah.
There's not really a visual representation. It's more like little bit by little bit, like Dorian is almost getting deeper into like the need to sacrifice Nokren. It's like you almost feel as though like the weight of like the like you now like part of you probably realizes the three gigantic piles of bones are all the victims that were sacrificed here.
Okay. Can I do an Arcana check to see if there's a way I can disrupt the magic?
I will give you can make a religion check.
Oh no,
I've
Arcana. Arcana.
What do you? I have +4.
I have +3, but I mean
we
we don't have time to talk, so it's not like
Yeah.
we can help each other.
I'm literally just gonna fucking try.
Mhm.
Yeah, me too.
Sure.
Oh, damn.
Signe,
girl.
okay.
You go, girl.
Thankfully, you can understand me right now.
you realize that more than likely what's going on here is that like rather than one like manifestation of an undead when something terrible happened, is little bits of all the spirits here have combined together to create this kind of like curse almost on this place.
Make a curse.
Yeah. So it's like each of the the countless individuals that most likely died on that altar, almost you could call it, have created this.
And there's no real way to stop it.
To stop it, that would be difficult to do unless you had some kind of radiant energy you could create. The other way to get rid of it permanently, you think you could maybe laying their bones to rest in some kind of actual like proper manner rather than being left to pile to the one side, would probably put them to rest, but that probably will take longer than whatever's happening here.
Nope.
Literally, you said radiance, and my brain went, "Can I just cast Sacred Flame on both of them?" But I don't think that would work.
No.
I like
Did you
how
say
the
this out
paladin
loud?
had to be the one that got caught in this.
The paladin had to be the one that got caught in that. Mm-hmm.
Do you say this out loud? Like are
I
you-
say this out loud in Celestial.
Okay, I do understand it right now.
You do understand it. That's why I was like, "You're the only one right
All right.
now."
Well, if I still have time to do something, or do you want to do another round with them?
Let's do another round with them. Roll another round of wisdom saves.
Ba-ba-da-ba.
Lockard will
Aw.
fail. Dorian will make it. So Nokren, you'll take the full 11 necrotic.
Fuck!
Dorian will take 1 because I rolled snake eyes.
How big is this room?
As like this actually maybe you can see visible almost tears coming across on Nokren's arms.
Yeah, how big is this room?
A pretty decent size. I'll say
You might not, because he's wearing plate mail.
Oh, that's true.
so
He's
you
wearing
might-
plate mail. You might not be able to see it.
You might hear him starting to go, ah!
You might maybe you might see some actual blood coming out though, the armor and stuff too, because arms tearing off.
Sydney, do you know any way to put these things to rest? And I will run forward next to the pile of bodies, grabs this patch that's on my jacket, my coat, and throw it out, and underneath the bodies forms a pit, and they just fall into
Which of the 3 piles?
the bodies?
There are a pile of skulls, a pile of limbs, and a pile of torsos.
The torsos.
Okay.
Yeah, it'd be easy to carry heads and limbs than it would be to carry a torso for him.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to create a burial spot.
Okay.
Really fast. So it's a cube, 10 feet on all sides.
That probably would be enough to cause how deep is it?
It's 10. It's a cube, perfect cube. So
Oh,
10.
it's perfect cube. Probably then some of the stuff a good chunk of the stuff goes down into there, and there's probably some stuff sticking out the top. So basically, you kind of shrink the pile significantly into a pit.
Okay. Sydney, can you do something? Maybe we can make a burial. Throw the other stuff. I can make another pit.
Would I know if, these orcs would have had a god?
Yes, with your religion check. More than likely, this is probably sacrificed to some kind of dark god. of orcs.
Yes, but would they have like? Is there an orcish god that's like a little bit chiller than that?
Oh my god. No. Orc
No?
gods are
Or rock.
horrible.
Or rock.
I mean, like, traditionally, like, most D&D uses Grumsh, which, I mean, I might just say, traditionally is, like, the head god of orcs. I usually look that there's usually some pantheon with most races, that they don't usually talk a lot about. Like, Forgotten Realms talks a lot about the racial pantheons, because that makes sense. But, I have not clearly defined the deities in this world, because you're not really connected to them. So I'm going to say, probably there's a version of Grumsh that the orcs worshipped, plus a pantheon. So you're not sure which one it was to, though, because there doesn't seem to be any markings right now.
I guess I'll just help Clicky try to bury these things, like mumbling random prayers in Celestial under my breath.
Okay. And I need another round from Nokren and Dorian. Alright. Dorian will take 6. And Nokren will take 9. And as
There's no way for us to break out of this, huh?
No. As this last round happens, like, everything sort of breaks apart, and the illusion stops for both. Like, Nokren, you've been just sort of, like, watching at the ceiling, like, feeling like people are tearing at your limbs, trying to hold your body together, you know, kind of thing. It's like, you felt like you were being torn apart, like you had hands all over you. And, like, Dorian, you've been, like, part of this horrible ritual, and now all of a sudden you, like, you let go and snap out of it. And Nokren, you just, like, go limp.
Dorian doesn't let go, actually.
Okay.
Dorian rips the leg and says, Nokren, are you alright?
Ow.
Both of you feel like you have the poisoned condition for a period of time.
Dorian is very much not showing pain right now.
Oh yeah, I have made note of how long you are feeling the poison condition.
Great, thank you.
You both feel like awful, you know.
Nokren.
Yeah.
You need to lay on hands. You need to do the thing you do.
Yeah, I'm gonna...
Do it for you. Focus on you right now, alright? Focus on your head.
He's actually gonna do the full 10-5 to cure the poisoned.
Don't...
Oh no, I can't do that.
Dorian's not telling you that he has anything going on.
Because it's the poison condition, not actually being poisoned. It's like you're like you feel like,
so I can't neutralize one poison.
I'm using the poison condition because it's the physical statistics of it.
It's not a poison itself.
Okay.
It's a condition that comes from.
Yeah.
In that case, I will do 9 and leave 1.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the two of you notice that they've regained a semblance of conscious now.
Could I tell that at least Nokren seems poisoned because I have a staff that can cast Lesser Restoration?
Unless
and it
they,
says
I mean,
they cure a condition.
Yeah, unless they say something. I mean, you know.
Dorian knows what it feels like to be poisoned.
Mm-hmm. It feels a lot like you would have had like a poison coursing through your veins, and now you're just sort of like you've got that drained feeling, like after the damage has been dealt, kind of thing, you know.
Dorian would assume that Nokren is feeling the same way, and he would turn to the other two and say, "I think Nokren might need some help. It seems that something might be afflicting him in some way."
Then I use the staff and cast Lesser Restoration on Nokren.
Okay. To get rid of the poison effect.
Yeah.
Signe, is this working? Should I keep doing the burial?
Is there still like a weird aura looking thing over?
Like, it seems as though you're not sure what it's like. Think of it like a trap that can reset, except like this is like it's exhausted its energy to try to like lash out at these two. It's like it needs to recharge, kind of like to get its power back.
Okay, still in Celestial. I say, Clicky, probably finish this. It might be the way to stop it.
Okay. Nokren, do you know any like orcish prayers? These things need to be put to rest before it happens again.
I'm gonna say that the bodies are not just orcs. It looks like a lot of different races were sacrificed. You know.
I do not.
Okay. Maybe we should get out of here.
I was not very religious before things happened.
Okay. Maybe. Let's just get out of here then.
Nokren sits up. Well, that sucked. The fuck just happened?
Are you alright now?
I'm a little beat up, but I'll be okay.
Okay, focus on now then. Don't focus on then. Whatever's happened has happened. Focus on now. What are we doing right now?
What are we doing right now? What happened? Like, what do we do? Is that what we need to stop?
I think so.
Whatever afflicted you, yeah. That's what we need to stop.
Guys, get away from there. Get away from there. You guys went closer and it just started happening.
Okay.
Here, and he pulls out a healing draft. Here. Are you okay?
I could use a top up in case we have to fight anything.
Alright.
Signe, because you rolled very well, I'm going to tell you, you have a feeling that whatever this is maybe, like, if they're talking about this being the source of undead, it would not be.
It's not.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
I relate that to Clicky because no one can understand me right now.
Yeah.
Okay. He doesn't realize that you're speaking a different language. He just understands you now. So he's like,
yeah, no.
Okay.
What language is that?
What do you mean? Oh, the helmet.
Oh.
Are you? Is she not speaking common? I can understand everything now. Okay. She's saying that that's not the thing that's creating undead. That's just like something else. We should probably get out of here and tell the orcs to put these bodies to rest.
We can't send an orc or a party of orcs in if this thing is going to lash out.
Well, maybe we could accompany them with like one of their priestess or whatever. They have a couple of matriarchs there.
I poke Clicky again and remind him that that's not all orcs that are in this pile.
Would burning them be inappropriate?
I don't know. Okay. I'll pull out the acid.
Signe, you rolled well. You can roll a religion check, I guess, again. Sure.
Let me try it.
Because that's a lot easier than trying to
I rolled horribly now.
Clicky, you were thinking about this, so I'll let you roll too. Why not?
Please.
I don't see these rolls, so that's not good.
11. I would give Clicky this because it's not difficult to know that
I'm restarting.
burial is one way to lay people to rest. A funeral pyre could be two, if done properly.
All right.
I know how to do funeral pyres properly. I start trying to gather some materials for a funeral pyre.
If Clicky tells you, probably Clicky will say something.
Yeah,
Clicky.
of course. And then I'll just be like, Signe, do you need us to move all the body parts? Because this is just 1/3 of them. Okay, and then that's what Clicky will be doing. Just
so you'll merge all the piles into one giant pile,
into the whole pile, so it's not like to the ceiling.
How are you lighting bones on fire then? Old bones.
Bones do actually char quite well if there's wood involved, but we don't know where wood is right now. At least I don't.
I have a few stakes, but that's not a lot of wood.
No, that's not enough.
How much wood do we need?
Well, you said there was more than 10 cubic feet of bones
per each pile. Yeah.
Let's assume then that there is at least 50 cubic feet of bones.
Oh, and now you get a chance to see the torsos. It looks as though all the rib cages on the torsos were broken open.
Yeah, that's what I was expecting.
Yeah.
We could ask our ogre friends for some wood.
Would a fireball work?
Maybe?
Would
Wait,
2
chemical
fireballs
acid?
work?
Oh, what? Okay. I mean,
I don't know. Man, I just
Look,
have fireballs.
If we get wood, we can actually do a proper pie. Like,
Yeah.
really, that's the crux of it.
We just
need
need
a good
wood.
amount of wood. And like,
Yeah.
I mean, if you would put wood on it, fireball would be a great way to light the entire thing.
Okay.
I can fireball.
Yes.
Clicky grabs another patch, throws it, and a 24-foot wooden ladder comes flying out.
Well, I mean, that works.
It's
I have one of those. I have one of those.
I don't think that's enough wood either.
I don't know, but
I can fire.
We didn't go far into this place, did we?
for 50 cubic feet.
I mean, like you like entered into this room and that was about it, pretty much. You know?
Yeah, so Nokren's gonna walk back to the big door, just knock, knock, knock. Hey, ogre friends, it's the friend.
They'll look slowly open the door, like, you not, strange dead friend now?
No, we're in the process of fixing that.
Okay.
We just need.
He's like poking
Do
you.
you have any logs of wood around? We need wood to burn.
Poking you, just to make sure.
Yeah, no, I'm still alive.
How many logs of wood?
I would have asked before I came and asked this. Like, how many do you think we need?
You'll
We
have an
saw how
arbitrary
big the trees are.
Yeah, they'll probably be able to eventually. It'll take like maybe we'll say like 2 hours. They can assemble enough wood to burn the thing.
Oh, enough time for me to take a bit of a short rest here, huh?
Sure.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Then okay, cool. Well,
Yes.
maybe not
Shuffle
in
that
the
in.
room.
yeah. No. What I'll do is I'll get them to bring it to the door through the door, and I'll take like one by one into the doorway of the room, ready to then put on the thing.
Okay. And you can create a kind of pyre, and I'm guessing then you're going to have Signe fireball it and light it up.
Yes, and I'm really worried that you rolled. I'm guessing that was it resetting or trying to.
What? No, I rolled.
No.
No, that was Dorian rolling.
Why do I see a GM roll?
I haven't rolled anything for a little bit.
Yeah.
It's my game glitched.
Your
Apparently.
roll 20 might be glitched. Yeah, I just rolled.
That was me
something.
earlier.
Yeah.
I rolled something that should have been a hidden roll right before
There
your...
were still rolls popping up.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that was ages ago. Oh, it's okay. It's now just doing everything.
Woo!
Woo-hoo,
Ages ago.
Roll 20. Good time.
What was your last hit die? Like
2.
assortment.
It was 272.
Okay, I think it's caught up.
Yay! Alright.
Yeah.
And you will create a big funeral pyre that will burn the bones away.
Okay, we should get out of here before the air gets hard to breathe.
Hey.
I mean, they know we're burning stuff. They probably won't know that they should worry about that, but I guess they'll see the smoke and know what's going on. Let's continue.
Okay, where are you going then?
We
Where
have
was the-
another door.
Yeah.
Wherever the next door is.
So are you going to, like, you haven't found anything else in here. This seems to be everything that's in here. You can head to the orc door and try that.
Yeah. That's
All
the
right.
plan.
Okay, we can do a little bit longer here, because that's not going to be too long for that one.
Sure, it's not.
Haha.
Sure.
Well, we can resolve what's going on. There we go. Okay.
We're gonna have
So-
to squish a thing.
It was a nice ladder while I had it. I mean,
You didn't need the ladder there, though.
Nope.
I know now.
So,
Can't live our life with regrets.
you'll
Like-
kind of clear out the door to the orc, that orc's lead, and there'll be a hallway. About halfway down, you can see this hallway stretches down for a while, and there's a door at the end. About actually halfway down the hallway on the left side, you will actually notice there's a hidden passageway. And the only reason you're noticing it is, like, the fake wall is partially damaged. So it reveals that it looks like there's more passage to the left also.
Okay, so that screams trap.
Mhm.
Because
Damage doesn't necessarily mean trap. Damage might
No.
mean...
It looks like, well, you can tell the damage is like, it looks like actual damage from time or something, and like damage. It looks like it was like, yeah, it's a wooden wall that looks a lot like a stone wall to keep with the motif of the hallway,
shall
but
we
it looks like
get
it
that out of the way?
moves.
Okay. I mean, we could use that for the fire.
It's already morning. All right. The moving that out of the way is another hallway that leads down to a door. So this is now a T hallway.
Okay. Which way?
Through this,
No
through the
problem.
open passageway, through the area that was already there.
Wait,
Right?
now I'm
Wait.
very confused.
Okay.
Yeah, now
Okay,
I'm even more
Okay,
confused.
through the original hallway to the end of that door. That's one option. Or through the now opened passageway that you move the wooden wall out of the way. And there's a door down
the
there.
open passageway then.
So that door down there. Okay. You'll go down to there and open it up. And it looks to be a massive storeroom in front of you. There are all kinds of boxes and crates filling this area. You can see some rusted tools, all kinds of things.
I'm gonna give it a little perception.
Okay.
And I'm gonna do a little bit of investigation here.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull out a crowbar and I'm gonna investigate the hell out of these boxes.
Okay.
Do you want to just roll separately?
I feel like
Yeah.
the way that Clicky does crowbar is he wedges it in and then stands on top of it and jumps.
Yeah, or hangs at the very end.
All right. So, Nokren, you will find that to the right side of the room, buried under a lot of the boxes, is a door.
Okay.
It's
Found
an
another way.
iron door.
Is it locked? Does it look locked?
It looks pretty locked. Well, you cleared out the boxes and stuff, and Clicky,
Yeah.
investigating the boxes, it's junk. It's stuff that's, like, deteriorated beyond use. Like, there was some food supplies probably at once upon a time. Now it's just, like, foul water or, like, deteriorated food into dust.
I'll take some food.
So you got, like, some, like, dust?
Yeah, I just rat shit, whatever it is.
Yeah.
No. Okay, I think I
Can I
need someone
take
to
my
unlock
investigation?
this.
Yield anything more?
Neither of you find anything else.
I'm gonna go up to the door and take a look at the lock.
Mhm.
Is it locked?
It is locked.
Clicky.
Want some help?
Yeah, I'm having a little bit of trouble down here for some reason.
If
Can I
Clicky
try,
fails-
or are you okay if I try?
Sure, go ahead. If you got those two.
See, if Clicky...
Oh, no.
Wow,
Y'all.
Mm-hmm.
I have expertise in that. Like,
Plus 9?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's like
Hold,
I have a plus
hold my
6.
beer. Nokren's gonna give it a shot like he did that other time.
Knocker's just gonna roll a straight, like, dex check.
Two times I successfully picked a lock that our rogue was failing to pick.
Yeah.
oh man.
Good
So
luck.
just dexterity?
I think it's just dexterity because you don't have proficiency.
Eh,
Not bad.
better than both of them.
Yeah.
If we're gonna
It's
sit at
still
this for
locked.
a while,
Uh-huh.
I am gonna try again if that's okay with you, Matt.
Sure. I mean, you're gonna, like, I guess, like, we can say you
Can we
watch
just
them
make 20
fail.
on it? Can we just make 20?
At some point, Nokren's just gonna be like, I'm breaking this.
Probably
All right.
no need.
Dorian
There
finally
we
gets
go.
into the door.
We're just like pushing each other to
He's
the
just watching
side.
this all happen.
You watch them, you kind of observe what they're doing and be like,
Yeah.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Now I see what we're doing wrong. You know,
It's like I made some mistakes, and then Clicky like very obviously made the same mistakes. I'm like, oh no, that's a mistake now. I understand.
Okay.
Oh, maybe I shouldn't have used the
You
bone.
become a spy.
No, maybe.
Lest you leg it.
Okay. This room...
Yeah, what is going on?
Inside the room is covered in dust and disarray. There's an overturned cauldron in the center of the room, a destroyed alchemical lab near one of the walls. A shelf has wrecked bookshelf. Shelves of wrecked bookshelves. Shelves of wrecked books fill 2 of the walls. There's a small bed, table, and desk in the center of the and a small bed and table on one side, and between the 2 kind of shelves of books, there's a small desk. And in the corner is a book. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm like breaking apart at this point in time. My English is failing.
I don't know what's happening. I have no idea what's going on.
Okay. Let me start again as my words have flubbed into nothingness. Okay. The room is in disarray. Best way to describe it. Center of the room, overturned cauldron, as if it was like at a fireplace. There's like an alchemical lab nearby to there, destroyed. Then you have 2 walls of bookshelves with like deteriorating, destroyed books all over across them. In one of the corners, there's a bed with like a small table next to it. There's a desk over near the bookshelves, probably used to go along with it. In another one of the corners are 2 broken cots. There's glass and junk scattered all over the floor.
Okay. I understand now. Thank you.
Okay. And there's something here, and we'll probably pause before you get into combat. Because there is a strange glowing ball of fire looking kind of thing in the center of the room that seems to sort of emerge from like the center of the room as you kind of come in there.
Boo!
As if to come after you.
I think that should have been the first thing announced. It was in the room.
Yeah, look at
Okay.
room. Oh.
Let's just analyze the entire... Excuse the ball. The whole room. All right.
No, sorry, I'm not done yet. Hold on.
It's filled with murder intent. Murder intent! Anyway, we'll leave it here with ball of glowing murder intent.
He's a wisp.
I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, wait, there's 3 of them.
Oh, good.
Oh, well, that's an important distinction.
Sorry.
How fun.
Whoops. 3 of them.
You.
Look,
My God.
Look, it is 1 a.m. for me. 1 a.m.
Midnight for me.
Look, it is early enough for me, but I was up at 5.
I was up at 4 in the morning because my sleep schedule has been having me go to bed really, really early and waking up at like 3 or 4 in the morning, and I've been hating it, and I'm finally probably going to go to bed at a reasonable time and get up at an actual normal time for once.
You're lying to yourself. You're just lying to yourself.
I hope I wouldn't get up in like 2 hours. My God.
All right, so since Matt is incapable,
what? Hey, I'm fine.
Are you
first?
sure?
Nokren.
Tesh,
Tesh, who are you? Where to find you? Damn it, I'm good.
Hi,
No.
I'm Tesh of the Test Tube. You can find me under that name on YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter. Twitter's where you want to follow me, though, because that's where I keep up to date about all the things I'm doing on all the channels, such as this, or the Sunday game on Ollie's channel, and stuff like that. So, yeah. Also, I post lots of cute animal gifs, so follow.
Yes, awesome. Mads.
Hi, I'm here.
Yep. A funny one.
Hi, I am here, and I'm also I play on Mondays with Ollie Rant. If you're a Patreon of his, then you could listen to our audios. We're wacky and adventurous, and you think I'm crazy here. Just look at the Monday show.
Yes. Will.
Yeah,
I guess you've rebranded, so I have to
I
remember.
rebranded. Yeah, that's okay.
I'll get used to it.
First things first, you can find Tiv over at twitch.tv/Tivolic
Yes.
when he's here. And he's Tivolic pretty much everywhere, so you can check him out on those locations. For me, I have rebranded. You can find me at twitch.tv/WillNGraham. It is also that on Twitter. So I have some consistency now for once. And that's mostly because I'm doing mostly writing content for now. And that's kind of where I'm going with things. I'm currently writing a book that I'm hoping to finish the 3rd draft of by the end of the year here. We'll see how that goes. But not getting my hopes up, but I'm hoping that it'll be published next year. So we'll see.
All right, and as usual, I am the DM, Dracovin. You can find me here daily. For role-playing games, I've got this one, which will be back next week. I've got Legacies of Kain, which is on my Vampire the Masquerade game, using the V20 system, which is on Tuesdays. For other tabletop content, I've got Discussing Tabletop every Saturday, and Sunday's the Tabletop, where we play tabletop games every Sunday. And the Discussing Tabletop's a tabletop discussion show. And if you want to just see some gaming, too, I usually around noon every day, I play some gaming. It's been a lot of RimWorld and Stellaris lately. But, you know, and occasionally some stuff with some other people in the evenings. Links are either down below, or I'm going to put them up in chat. That's where you can check out my YouTube side, where I put up a lot of stuff and everything else to support me. So, anyway, but we'll be back next week, where they'll deal with some strange glowy balls, which they totally don't know what they are. Totally.
Wisps.
Shut up.
They're wisps.
I don't know what you're talking about.
There's a bunch of wills flying around the room. They're all writing books.
I know.
They have this horrible
I noticed something about my writing, because some corrections between Pathfinder and D&D that it doesn't make as much sense anymore, because there was 2 things originally for the 2 cots. Now there's 2 things and 3 2 cots still, and 3 things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
2 of them shared a cot.
2 of them shared a cot.
Maybe they were conjoined twins, and when they died...
There was other details I noticed today that I'm like, I didn't correct things. Yay! Because you don't always notice anything with conversion. Anyway, yeah, but I'll worry about it later. But thanks for joining us. Back next week. Same crazy time, same crazy place. Anyway, bye everyone.
Bye.
I have a knife.